And here's what's happening at Utopia Farms today. All's looking good with the new boys. Hopefully it's not stones.
Old machinery, you gotta tolerate a few breakdowns, eh? But I would probably guess that they're picking up a few parasites. In 3 days, it grew 4 inches. The ears are being formed.
Let's get started. These two are still doing well. This one here is Lancelot. This one over here is Lincoln. They'll sniff me. They don't hit me, but they're not overly friendly, but they're not really frightened either. Still nice rams. They're doing well. No sign of any issues from having traveled so far. All good in this pen. Over here we have Luther. He's eating right now. He's actually got a really nice pen here because of this door and the cross breeze between there and the other barn. He also is having no obvious ill effects from traveling across Canada and being in a show and all the heat, humidity, smoke and stuff that's in the air. So all's looking good with the new boys. This guy, however, is extremely skittish. I stay back from him, I talk to him, but I don't push him too close because he's a very nervous ram. Hi, buddies. Hi, you're an RR. Anyone with a orange stripe on their back is an RR. Hey, buddy. One we know went to Alberta. We're gonna just feed these guys. One of the little Suffolks here, I think he was my triplet. He wasn't feeling well yesterday. I don't know if he got trapped in the heater, like strangled, or if it was heat stroke, but he was shaking. We gave him dewormer and drugs.
Who is he?
Well, I know, I have an idea who he is. Let me look. The good thing is everybody's eating unless somebody's dead in here. But no, there's nobody dead. Everybody's up eating. Oh no, here's one. This must be him. Hi, buddy. Come on out of there. Is it you that's not feeling well? So he was laying under there. He's not shaking today. Hopefully it's not stones. See what he does. Well, he was peeing there, right? That was... Well, it could be stones. He's gonna go back under there. He looks better, but yeah, the fact that he's not up eating with the others is never a good sign.
So this little lamb here this morning is not feeling good. And I don't know what quite wrong, so we gave it some drugs. And we dewormed it. Hey, buddy. Give it a little jaw on you. Hey, hey, feeling better? Let's see what you're doing. Come on. Come on. He actually looks a lot better than he did this morning. This morning he was shaking. So I don't know what he was doing. Come on, Ben, don't. Let this guy out. Come on, don't you want to go out, bud? Come on. Go out to the field for a few minutes. Come on, Ben, don't. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Yeah, that one there is still acting funny. Come on, Max. I might just leave her in the barn. Maybe she doesn't want to go out. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. If she has a parasite or something, hopefully we get these shorn off real quickly. It's actually, the temperature is a lot better right now. It's about 5:30 in the evening, I guess you'd call it. And it's not quite as humid. Come on, Ben. Come on. So I'm just cleaning up a little bit now. So I think you've heard by now that my skid steer is broken. So it blew the packing out into that cylinder. They think that the packing went up here and it's blowing the oil back. So that cylinder there, that cylinder right there will have to come off. And there's a place in town where we can get them repaired. The problem will be it's going to lay that tractor up for 2-3 days. So, yeah, old machinery, you got to tolerate a few breakdowns, eh? Another scorcher. And the ewes are out in this field here right now. It has not been mowed down yet because we're going to let them eat off most of it, and then we're going to mow the rest of the debris down. So they're probably going to graze there for 1 or 2 weeks and eat that off. And right now I'm just doing the lamb chores. So these little lambs here are allowed to go to the field out there too, right out there. It's actually quite green, see? So we're just giving these guys a little bit of grain right now because they're still growing. So, and I see a few of them have dirty rumps. It could be because of grass, but I would probably guess that they're picking up a few parasites. So, we'll just deal with that as it comes along. And if they get really dirty, we'll make a decision whether we want to deworm them and lock them off the field or let them keep going. Right now it's actually not too bad. But there's a few dirty ones. Like that big Dorset there is a little dirty. But I'm just cleaning the drinkers right now.
So Arnie's gonna head out to the field and rake up all that hay that got rained on severely and put it to the side of the field so the pastures will grow up.
So today Lynn's at the hospital again, and I'm just making a little short film. So I don't know if you can see behind me there. Remember a few days ago I said I was going to cut down the pastures and just bale them up for some bedding? Well, I got more than I thought. I got 37 bales. And there it is right there. It's actually quite soft. And it'll actually make pretty good bedding. I really don't want it, but I'm going to use it for bedding. So I'll show you what the field looks like. So that's what the field looks like. Most of the bales are at the back here because the sheep entered the field over there, so they were grazing a lot heavier at the front of the field. And at the back there's a few more bales. I don't know if you can see the bales with the glare, but... And you can see the sheep have walked the hay down quite flat. So I didn't get it all cut. But trying to show you something. So I just cut this. About 3 days ago. And I just got my knees here. So these are just your typical grasses, brome, timothy, and stuff. But see that little blob right there? That's orchard grass. In 3 days, it grew 4 inches. I mean, it's a little hard to manage orchard grass, but it's definitely something you should pay attention to. It comes back and rebounds back real quick. So you can see it there. See the blobs of orchard grass? But anyways, there are the bales. Just old hay we took off the fields. It'll actually make really good bedding. So, just gonna walk back here for a second. And that's my cornfield. Looks pretty good to me. But I'm gonna show you what happened here in the last few days. So I was here about 5 days ago. Remember I was talking about it was about 6.5 feet high. So in the last 5 days, I'm thinking, this is what's happened. So the tassels are coming out, see on top? And the ears are being formed. And I guess you call those things the beards. So the pollen comes off the corn on top, drops on the ears, and all the ears are being formed right now in 5 days. So that's extremely important for that corn because this is going to be green corn. So that means it has to produce an ear, dry down to at least 20% in moisture or less, and then we can combine it and take the grain off it. And if we don't have a good enough summer, or if it's planted too late, the corn could be like 22, 24, 28% moisture. It's very difficult to combine that. Very expensive to dry that down. Your best bet is to get it down to 20% or less. That's why it's so important to have that corn in time and have a extremely good summer, that corn develops that ear and dries down to the correct amount where it's manageable. Now lately some people have been leaving the corn on the field until March, all winter long. It really doesn't hurt the corn too much. It just stands up in the snow. Hopefully you don't get a lot of snow, which we don't anymore. And then if you combine it in March, there's no drying cost at all. It's coming right in the bin, just dry. A lot of people are doing that lately. That's a new trend. But we're still hoping that in November, this is coming off and it's dried down to 20% or less. And there's a little bit of drying costs. And we're going to cover all these fields with sheep manure. So I don't know if you can see it for the glare, but you see in the horizon there, all the corn. I can actually zoom in a little bit. Oh, I guess I can't. Anyways, so that's what I'm doing today. So I'm just finishing up. And that corn I just showed you, excuse me, I think today is the 17th of July. So with late planting, really good weather, I've really caught up. The weather plays a big factor if you're going to be late or early, I guess. So I'm just going to finish up right now. Yeah, I was going to show you. Normally we put more string on the bales than that. But that nylon string has become so expensive. I just cut it off anyhow for waste. So I've actually cut the string back a little bit. It's still tying it up quite reasonably. But in the years past, I would put more string on it to make a nice tight bale. But yeah, that nylon rope is pretty well doubled now in price since the pandemic. So that's what I'm doing today. And I'm going to guess in about 10 days, I'll show you. This whole field will be about 3 or 4 inches high, and we'll put the sheep back in it to graze. Because there's lots of moisture in the ground, it'll grow real well. So I'm going to finish up with the baler and get home, and Lynn might be home at this time. So we'll be talking to you shortly.
Luther. We're trying to get him used to walking around here. So he came to the door because he's very nervous. You're a very good boy, Luther. Hi. Scary, isn't it? It's scary when you don't recognize anyone. Hi, you are a handsome boy, though. We're gonna give you some beautiful ladies. And then you'll change. Then you'll be really, really happy. You will. Arnie should give you just 6 right now. That would be the nice thing to do, wouldn't it? Yeah, hi, you're a good boy. Yep, perfect legs, perfect feet, perfect pasterns. Hard to find anything wrong with this ram. Hi, boy. You're a good boy.
See if he wants to walk around the lawn.
Hi, it's all right. I don't know if he was like in a barn or what his story was. Just don't let him eat any garden plants because they could be poison. Yeah, maybe.
Down just a little bit, right? Come on.
He looks actually like he's pretty calm.
He has a little bit of a mind of his own. Back up.
Well, I think if you brought any ram out on his own, he'd be like that. His legs are fine. Good boy. You're very handsome.
You could have had better is this right here. So you see you see how the blur here?
Yeah,
You should have a nice clean cut.
that's the only thing I see.
But I'm sure the lambs will be fine.
Like I don't see too much black there at all. Like, yeah, I don't see it. Hi. I think you're nice.
I can give him a second shot. I'll tie him up with the halter and give him a second shot.
Yeah, he's on antibiotics just in case he has shipping fever. He's a little snotty nose, but to be honest, most of the sheep right now have a little bit of a snotty nose just because of the high humidity and stuff.
Just sculpture him a little bit.
Really, Arnie?
Huh?
I can see his muscle quite clearly.
Okay, get your second needle for you. So we just let the ram lambs out, and I don't trust them along the fence here. So these ewes here were laying under the tree, getting a nice little bit of shade. But right now, I think I'm going to bring them in. See, I don't trust the fence. There's a couple spots like right there I don't trust. You guys are going to have to go in now. Max, what are you doing, bub? What are you doing, Max? Hey? But you can see the rams have lots of grass. So these are all ram lambs. Max, don't do that, babe. And they get to eat for about 6 hours before dark. Have some fresh grass. We like to take turns who goes out, but you guys are going to go in. Come on, let's go. Shh, shh, shh. Come on, guys. Come on. So we'll just bring this group in, and she's got her head in the fence. There she goes. Go up, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, so. Come on, Ben. Come on, guys. Go inside. No trouble. Quit looking at little boys. Come on. See, one ewe there has a dirty rump, so probably has a little bit of parasites. We'll probably just deworm that. Come on, bub. It knocked over Lynn's chair. Come on. Come on, Ben. Come in. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Ben, you forgot one. Ben, over here. Come on, Bob. Get in there. Get in there. So these guys have been out all day. So we'll just lock these up for now. A few weeds there. Gotta get rid of those. Come on, Ben. Come on. Doing night chores. And it's a full moon. And the humidity is completely gone. It's a cool night. And Lynn says there's 6 days of no rain. I told you, when you get a full moon, the weather will change. But if I look over the states over there, I don't know if you can see it, that's the American side. That looks like thunderstorms. But that won't come our way, never does. That will travel right down to St. Lawrence in the New York State. It won't come over here. It's very rare that ever comes up this way. But that is, I don't know if you can see it or not, right there. That's a full moon. And I'm thinking the humidity might come back. But it's a beautiful night tonight. Beautiful night. Cold, cool. The sheep are happy. And we're moving on.